What's up, guys? Welcome back to Nimble Minds Talks of Self and Spirituality, where we talk about spiritual concepts within spirituality as well as different philosophies. And today, in this video, we're going to be talking about the power of music. So, jumping straight into it, most people, if not everyone, and I'm going to say everyone in their life has heard music before. Because music can be anything. Literally, it's anything. For example, when you're walking outside and it's a windy day and you hear the leaves rumbling on that tree, that is music. Whether or not you don't want to label it as good or bad, that's besides the point, but that's music, the music of nature. Whenever you're walking and maybe the breeze goes through the grass and you hear a certain ruffle, that's music. When you step on the earth, that's music. Now, bringing it back a little bit, artist, that is the main source that most people have some artist, some music that they love to listen to. And it is powerful. Why is it powerful? Well, first, let's define music. Very simple. What is music? It is sounds that you find satisfying. And it is also the organization of frequencies. The organization of sound that pleases you is music. So, what makes this powerful? Well, it is the consistency of it within all of our lives, and the way, if you have a smartphone, if you watch TV, the way that it is used to influence you consciously and subconsciously, which gives it so much power. And not just because of how it is used, which we're going to get into the good ways that it's used, the bad ways, and even my own experiments that I've done that I will share with you guys. But it is very powerful, not just because of the way it's used, but because of what music can do. So, what are some, I'll give you the bad first, or things that would be considered negative. The type of music, right? I've had this conversation plenty of times, and there's different artists out there. For example, NBA YoungBoy, Little Uzi, and my take on that is their music is good. They have good music. They have good flows, and if you want to get technical with it, but there's some of their music that I'm like, okay, I can see how people like this. Even Little Uzi, I have some songs that I still listen to now because the message that it gives to me is still great. But there are some negative things that come with it. For example, some of these artists, not just the ones I mentioned, but there's others as well, mention and they talk about things that are not the best. Killing, murder, stealing, drugs, and just the abuse of things that is not the best. And the reason this can become an issue is because of the consistency and the power that music has. So when you're listening to this over and over again, and let's just say you're a person, because this is another point that is valid, you can be a person that's like, I can listen to this music because I'm not going to let it affect me. I understand that the things that they talk about and the vibe that they're going for, I'm not going to actually do that. I'm just going to listen. Fair enough. But still, it can affect you. Does that mean you're going to be out here selling drugs and hitting women and, messing around with everyone and cheating and doing all this? No, it does not mean that. But there are subtle things and things subconsciously that it can affect that may or may not cause issues, but it's good to know. So when you listen to music, vibrations consistently, and it gives that negative energy, it will affect you. Maybe you'll be sick, start getting headaches, and not even just that. You may even start to have a short temper. Your patience may become affected. And it's because of the type of music that you are listening to. For me, I can tell you it has affected me. But we'll get to that. Now, for the positives. Music is a beautiful thing. I love music. I really do. And music has a plethora of positives. The positives destroy, and not even destroy, but the positives definitely outweigh the negatives with music. Music can heal. Music can lift your mood. Music can shape you to be better for you in whichever capacity that means. Don't compare yourself. But whatever capacity that means for you, music can help you to achieve that and become better. For example, me, like I said, I've listened to rap music and techno. I listen to all kinds of music. And I have found, because I have taken a break this past month, I have taken a break. I haven't listened to as much rap. I really cut down on it a lot. Instead, I have a guitar here I play, and I've just been playing with it. I'm not the best or anything, but I just play with it, come up with sounds that I like, that are like just chill, and that I can listen to, and I just listen to it. And I've been doing that for a little bit now, and consistently every day almost, just listening to my own playing, because it brings me like that chill, calm peace. It's not like super fast, no 808s. And I just wanted to see, like, hey, let's see if this actually works. And here are some differences that I've noticed. So, for me, listening to my own music for a little bit, and just like, not even just because it's my own, but soothing sounds, for me, has helped me to be more patient. I've noticed there's situations where normally I would get mad or maybe frustrated or upset or some kind of maybe panic attack or something. But now, because in part of the music, it has helped me to be more chill, more calm, and not take everything so personal. Not always be worried about different things that are outside of my control, to be honest with you. Instead, I can now focus and enjoy my peace, enjoy the little things, the small things, and just be in that moment. And it helps me, and it has helped me, and I believe it can help you as well if you give it a try. Maybe not. So the music is very important, and there's things that you can see and you see every day that tell you how important it is. Once again, the commercials, if you watch TV, all commercials have some kind of music, some kind of jam usually, some kind of rhythm to it, even if it's not explicitly in your face. They all have some kind of rhythm, something to it, some music to it. And besides those, music also affects brain chemistry. Yes, it can. Music can affect your brain chemistry. Music is also known to activate different parts of your brain that can contribute to what? Memory. It can contribute to what? Emotion. It can contribute to what? Cognitive function, and many other things as well within your brain. So with that being said, I encourage you, whoever's watching this video, please do your own research. Study, find a book, find other people to talk to, and they'll say similar things and may even educate you more than I am able to. But the things I say are not made up. They are just truths that you can observe, practice with, play with, experiment with by yourself. And you find the answer. And it will be right there. But music is very powerful. So whoever's listening, I urge you, take time to maybe think about it a little bit. The music that you listen to, and maybe if you want to, shift it. And shift it to something that's different. Whether it's calming or maybe it's more upbeat. Because there's two sides. Maybe you're a person who listens to a lot of up-tempo music, whether it's pop, techno, rap, whatever kind of music it is, indie. Maybe you listen to like the upbeat version of those. So switch it. Go to slower tempos and see how you feel, and vice versa. If you're more like chill, try some of the more upbeat songs with faster tempos, paces, and then see how it affects you. For example, we can see how just growing up, I'm sure if there's any guys watching this, even women, growing up, if you ever played a sport, even if you play sports now or do any kind of exercise or whatever it is, maybe your job, there's times where you will listen to music. And when you listen to that music, you're listening to it to hype you up. It's trying to get you into a certain mood. So that right there, and it works. And that right there tells you all you need to know. So thanks for watching the video. Peace.